Hi, my name is Dr. Tyler Hales, and I love giving people a smile transformation where they can feel confident in themselves. But to be honest, it's not always just about the smile. It's about understanding their story and listening to who they are as a person. And what that does is allow me to really get a picture of what that final smile could be like, and then allowing them to see the potential within a smile design or smile transformation. So when we're talking about harmony veneers, each one is customized to the individual patient, right? When we look at a smile, we want to make sure that we're getting the right size, shape, and color. We look at their smile and we make sure, the teeth don't appear too big or too small. We look at how big the lips are. We look at the size of their smile, how many teeth they show. And then we look at a lot of features like where their eyes line up, and as well as what color hair they have or their skin tone. So all these things play in a factor when we're designing a smile so that they get something that looks natural and doesn't appear too bulky, too fake, too white. And then that way we can give them something that they can go and they can show off to the world. So the one thing about no prep veneers is that we're using the natural tooth without any adjustments. And a lot of times what we're going to do is having to make those adjustments within the no prep harmony veneers. Because not everything is in perfect alignment, there has to be some adjustments within the aesthetics. So if we're really doing no prep veneers, we want to make sure that we're talking about what type of things are going to inhibit us to get the exact aesthetics that we're wanting versus giving something that they can feel confident in and be able to know that it's the best smile for them. So I have this patient who came to us, and she's a musician. She loves to perform and be able to be on stage. She did say that the one thing that she felt was holding her back was her smile that she didn't love. At the same time, she told me that she didn't want to have this perfect smile, that she wanted to have, some discrepancies within it to create this natural beauty where she could feel confident in it. Because that's who she was as a person and as a musician, right? She wanted to represent her brand and what that looks like. So when we looked at this smile, it wasn't designing the perfect smile. It wasn't about getting the brightest smile. It was about finding something that was artistic and built just for her so that when she was on stage, she could fully be herself. So one of the things that people can run into is a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to porcelain veneers. A lot of times the look is always the same when it comes to no matter what patient comes into the office. And the reason why this can be a problem is that no one is the same. Everyone is different. And so how are you taking different features and different structures and creating the same product? So what we do is we look at them, each individual in their custom smile, and that's what we built within Harmony Veneers, is be able to understand, where do we make changes to be able to fit their smile, and that's how you create beauty, but also how you create something that looks natural. So a lot of times people don't realize how small changes in a smile can really make big differences. And within my process, it starts with communication. So even within the first consultation, we're talking about little adjustments that I see initially that I would make within a smile, talking to them about it. And then I can show them that within a test drive where I can actually mock up on their teeth and make some of those changes in their mouth, and they can see it within a smile. The other thing is once we're in the temps, we are again making those little adjustments to be able to get those results that they're wanting. Again, some people don't always understand what that is that they like or they don't like. But when I'm able to really understand them as a person and what the result that they're looking for, those small changes will go a long way. One of the biggest misconceptions of veneers is that they're going to be bulky, they're going to be fake looking, and you have to prep the teeth aggressively. Right? Those were the old ways of doing cosmetic dentistry. Now with Harmony Veneers, we do minimal to no prep all the time. We're able to give them a smile that looks natural, looks as though they are your real teeth, where no one can tell that you've had any work done. So what we've done is transform the way that cosmetic dentistry is being done, but also how we can get results that you can feel confident in. So every time I'm doing a smile transformation, I really want to see how do we take it from good to amazing. And it really comes down to the fine details of adding translucency, adding the character, and really fitting that smile design for themselves. I sit down with my ceramist and we go through every little detail within a smile, from the tips to the pictures to the final veneers, and we make sure that we're getting the smile that's customized for that individual patient. Without all this communication and checking and going through the details, you can't create a smile that's going to be perfect for them unless you're spending that time and communicating that with a master ceramist, and a master dentist. If you're interested in getting veneers and you want to learn more about our process in getting Harmony veneers, you'll be able to see that it's a natural approach where you're able to feel comfortable and really get all the details of each step-by-step process from start to finish. And if you're ready to get started, let's talk. Send us a message or schedule online.